Hello everyone, this is Matt Vadney, your child's ELA teacher. I wanted to do a quick reminder on the value of two-column notes. Now the purpose of two-column notes is to be quick and fast in keeping track of what we're reading. We don't want, after all, you want to get on to doing more exciting things in life than reading assignments. So the first thing you do when you're doing two-column notes is you take a piece of paper. In this case, I'm just using the Smart Notebook as an example. I took a piece of paper, you fold it in half long ways so that it's sort of like making a taco, but the thing is it creates two columns. Now remember, at the top, you should always write your name, okay? So that if you ever lose your notes, you know where they are. Then you should put the date. Oh, it's April 8th. 2016, okay? And then, of course, every good, easy two-column note should have a title. Now, the reading I'm looking at is, Should You Throw Away Your Earbuds? Doctors say listening to music with earbuds can seriously harm your hearing. Oh, boy. So, I'm going to give this a title. I'm just going to call it The Dangers of Earbuds. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we had two columns. In the first column, this is where we put the main idea of each paragraph. Now remember, we want to do this fast, so you want to limit yourself to just one word, okay? On the right side of the paper, this is where you're going to put supporting details. If you can, limit it to a few words, phrases that explain that main idea for each paragraph, and they'll be right next to each other, okay? So, and of course you usually draw some sort of star, so let me grab a star here just for the fun of it. Let's see, oh yeah, my creative pen, because I'm a creative person. Okay, so I'm going to put a star here, all right? Now I go to my reading, Should You Throw Away Your Earbuds? And I read the first passage. Matthew Brady was 16 the day his world went silent. He had been listening to his iPod at full blast. Suddenly, says Matthew, I couldn't hear a thing. That was 4 years ago. While some of his hearing returned, a doctor said Matthew has permanent hearing loss. Now, I've taught kids in the past the circle once, underline twice approach to tracking what they've read. I would say this paragraph is all about hearing loss. And I also would say, what are two things? Well, we have a person named Matthew, and after he had been listening to an iPad for full blast, he had hearing loss. So on my notes, of course, I doubt if a teacher would ever give you that kind of quiz, but I'll put the main idea, hearing loss. And then in the next column right next to it, I'll put, okay, this involved a boy named Matthew, and it also involved listening to an iPod at full blast. Okay, nice and simple. Now when I'm ready to proceed, I'm going to skip a line. Rather than hunt for things, I'm going to just draw a new circle, a new star, I mean. So I'm making a spot there. And now I'm ready to look at the next paragraph. Oops, sorry, you don't need that. Here we go. Okay. So the next paragraph says, a 2008 study looked at headphone users who listen to loud music for an hour a day. It showed that they can suffer permanent hearing loss after 5 years. Earbuds are most dangerous since their top volume is louder. Well, if I was to think about what is this whole paragraph about, I would say it's definitely about earbuds. And what do we have to be concerned about? Their top volume is louder. And a study found that users who listen for an hour a day of music suffer permanent hearing loss. Okay, after 5 years, we could put that. All right. So now we go back to our notes And again, we say, okay, so this next paragraph is about earbuds. And what did they say about it? Okay, I got to check my reading again. Oh yeah, users who listen to an hour a day. Yes. Okay. Listening to an hour a day will result. Well, I don't even have to say that because the other thing I underlined was sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. Permanent hearing loss in 5 years. Okay. So, and again, that's how you would proceed for each paragraph. You would read the passage that you're doing next. You'd, again, quickly circle what you think is the most important word, and that most important word becomes your star idea. And then whatever you underline to explain that star idea, or you don't even have to go through that process if you remember what the word is about, go ahead and write it out. Okay? And you just proceed with each paragraph. And again, you really want to use phrases, words. You don't want to use lots of sentences. You don't want to be caught up writing down everything. You want to only focus in on the new information. Okay? And so that by the time you have to have a test, say, on dangerous earbuds, you would be able to look at your notes rather than the reading and get a quick overview of what it was about and what it told us. And then you'd be ready to study for the test. It sure beats having to read something all over again. And again, if you focus these notes on what is most important and what's new information, you end up only studying what's new information. Okay? And so that is how we do easy 2-column notes. Again, they're meant to be fast and easy. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope you'll give it a try whenever you're faced with a long reading with your child. Take care.